Hi everyone, fresh bit of content for you today. CBR650R with the new E-clutch. So keep watching this video all the way through and you'll see sometimes I use the clutch, sometimes I don't, and I'll explain it at the end. The CBR650 lives on country lanes. It's a mega thing to ride. It hasn't got adjustable suspension or anything clever like that, but the suspension is plush with its single function big piston forks. It's a lovely setup. And this one with the E-clutch is brilliant. You can proper ride the motorbike. Ooh, bit gravelly. Another lump of gravel, avoid that. Makes an amazing noise. So let's have a sound check. 2 flybys and a static soundbite. Here we go. Let's talk motor, and it's an inline 4 motor, which is quite rare these days. The CBRs always have been inline 4s, but used to be a lot more revvy when they were 599. This particular one's a 650. It's got a bit more bottom end, well, it's got a lot more bottom end. You've got 94-ish horsepower to play with and 63 newton meters of torque. It's very easy to ride if you don't want to thrash it everywhere, and you get quite good miles per gallon. Let's have a little walk round now. So you've got full LED lights all round, 310mm discs that are grabbed by radial calipers. Now this is more of a reshape because the engine and the frame stayed the same from the previous model. So you've got a new pointier tail end with a bigger tail light. Don't forget you've got your emergency stop signal built into this bike, so if you hammer on the brakes, it flashes its indicators all round. There's your E-clutch, which again we'll talk about later. New headlights, new nose cone, very much looking like his bigger brother the Fireblade. I love this Grand Prix red. I mean, just look at the paint on that petrol tank. How deep does that look? I mean, it's a beautifully put together bike, especially for its price point. And the best new feature they've added is the TFT dash, way better than the outgoing bike with its LCD. This is my sitting test. This is where Mr. Average, there he is, 5'10", 32-inch inside leg, gets on the bike and tries it for size. Now, if you've never seen this before, which means you haven't been following my channel, don't forget, hit subscribe while we're on. Alright, let's get back to the sitting test. So, as I said, the seat height's 810mm. Now, it is rather sporty riding position. As you can see there, handlebars are quite low. You do get pulled down onto the bike. Foot pegs are rather high. But at 810mm seat height, you see my legs are slightly bent with feet flat on the floor. It's very thin at the petrol tank, so your legs go straight down. Now, lucky for me, I've worked at the bike shop all my life, just about, so I've got no achy joints or bad wrists or anything like that. So this particular riding position doesn't bother me, but it may do you. So have a test ride, make sure you like one before you buy it. It's not as radical as a Fireblade, but it's certainly not as comfy as an adventure bike. So let's head back to the garage and do one of our new features, what's under your seat? And then we'll check out the dash. Let's see what's under your seat. So on this CBR650, got a nice little storage space. What looks quite a chunky toolkit, and just in front of the toolkit is a micro USB charger. So yeah, little end in there, you can plug your phone in, but it's micro USB. And now to finish off the test, there's my faithful lock. Get our seat. Yeah, locked in nice and safe. Let's check out the TFT dash on the CBR. So it's a nice big TFT dash. It's black at the minute because I'm in a slightly dark area, so it thinks it's night time and it's set itself on the black background. Plenty of info on there on this nice big dash. So you've got your neutral light, got your traction, got your rev counter, what you've got left miles in your tank, obviously your gear indicator, warning light there, and you've got your info here. Got your ABS there, and because this is an E-clutch, that's your E-clutch symbol there saying that E-clutch is activated. If you want to work your dash, use the little joystick, backlit joystick here. It's gone white now, it obviously thinks it's bright enough. Backlit joystick there to do the info. So at the minute you've got your oil warning or oil check symbol on, so we'll push it up and it's got rid of that. There's your miles per gallon calculator as you're riding along, so that's your average miles to the gallon. It's done a total of 250 miles, and there's your trip meters. So we'll now want to see what's in this information box. So if I get my little joystick and I push it left, it opens up the information box. So I'll try and get them both in. So there you go, there's your trip meters. So we'll come back out because the symbols are big, you'll be able to see that. So as I'm going up and down, you can see the info boxes are changing. So you've got your trip meters, you've got your average miles per gallon, and you've got your average speed. So that'll all be calculated as you're riding along. Next one down, you've got your fuel and your range. Next one down, there's your trip meter reset. And now this is the important one, this is the settings one. So this particular bike is a Honda E-clutch. So you move to E-clutch, and you can see the big green one means it's all lit up and ready to work. If I press it down, that's it turned off, and you may have heard that funny little noise. That's the E-clutches disengaging and activating. And then the next bit is you've got up and down. That's down through the box and up through the box. So I've set it personally for me, so soft for lifting up through the gearbox and medium for banging it down through the gearbox. And you've got lots more info, so you could change the display type if you wanted to. General, service, you know, it's all there, dead easy to use, and it's all worked through this little fella here. So if I wanted to change the dash, we do it as easy as that. There you go, dash changed. I'll put it back to how I like it, which is the bar one. So nice, easy to use, very bright TFT dash. Right then, let's talk E-clutch. So the plan is you have a clutch lever, but you don't have to use it. If you want to put it into first gear, you can pull the clutch in. If you don't want to pull the clutch in, you don't. You just put it into first. And you just open the revs and away you go. And look at that, pulled away super smooth. Now I'm going to slick into second in a second. There we go, and then slick into third. Now you might say, well, let's have a quick shifter. A quick shifter works in certain parameters. It will not work as low down the revs as this is. So Most quick shifters need to be singing 3 and a bit thousand revs before the work. This can be in any rev range and it's just happy. Now the plan is you hit the gear lever, the sensor on the gear lever tells the ECU to work the clutches. You pull the clutch in and there's a cable turns off the little motors that work your E-clutch. So it's up to you. Use the clutch lever if you want to, don't use the clutch lever if you don't want to. If you ride quite a bit and you get fatigue in your hand, you've got a bit of arthritis, struggle with grip, this is going to keep you riding a lot longer, because you can start the day using a clutch and you can finish your day not using a clutch. And it works amazingly. It was awesome around the town in the traffic. It's a beautiful setup and it is super slick. Now you might say, well, why not have a DCT? A lot of people come into the shop where I work and want to use a clutch to do tight U-turns, and they say, how do you do it with DCT? It is possible, it takes practice. There'll be no practice with this. You would just ride your bike how you always have done, but then when you don't want to use your clutch, there you go, your E-clutch clicks into life. It is an awesome setup. You must give it a go if you get the chance. So we'll try a bit of filtering now. So we'll get myself sorted on the correct gear. I think that will be second. There we go. Now if you've got the wrong gear, it actually flashes at you. I mean, this is lovely first. Right, this is excellent, this. I haven't touched the clutch. And now I'm right to the front. Throttle off, put the brakes on, stop. Mega. Still in gear. We're off. And that's where this system is mega. That's just away from the lights. No hassle, whoosh, gone. Do hope you like this bit of content. I think it's been the most fun I've had on a motorbike in ages. Thoroughly enjoyed riding this little CBR650R. So, usual stuff. If you like what we're doing, thumbs up. If you love what we're doing, subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.